Goal weight achieved, your roadmap for Zepbound maintenance and navigating that like a rock star. Hi friends, I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I've lost over 108 pounds on Zepbound, Mounjaro, and Tirzepatide compound. Those GLP-1s not at the same time. The combination of those because of the shortage and having a ton of experience, strength, and hope of doing some really cool things of going from morbidly obese, not a lifting, and taking really, really good care of my health. And I want to encourage you today, if you are not yet on Zepbound maintenance, or you're close to it, we need to have a strategy. And you guys know I love to strategize. I love having a good old strategy. So let's dive in. We've got 5 tips, 5 things in our roadmap that I would encourage along when we do hit our goal. Because friends, even my fellow turtles unite. We may be slow, but we do hit our goals. So when you hit your goal, I want you to think with the end in mind. I want you to think like you're already in maintenance. I want you to think of how that's going to look for you. And for me, very much wrapping my brain around that, coming from a woman who weighed over 300 pounds, who was morbidly obese, to now living this amazing, crazy lifestyle that I get to do is really, really cool. So let's dive in. Number 1. For Zepbound goal achievement, Zepbound maintenance is definitely going to be safety nets in place. We have worked so hard, and I should use my statements, but I know, besties, if you're here, you have worked so hard, or maybe you're just starting your journey and you are terrified of this journey, but you want to see what the end looks like. Either way, we're going to put the little breadcrumb trails in there with safety nets in place to help keep us safe, like a little baby bird. In the words of Moira Rose. So we need to have safety nets in place. And I always like to say, Avengers assemble. Having a safety net of your healthcare provider, having your nutrition somewhat mapped out of what that looks like, working out, because Eli Lilly for Zepbound tells us in our literature, we do need to change our physical activity and whatever that looks like for you. For me, it is definitely weight training. Currently right now in my free encouragement group, there is a big weight workout challenge going on. It's on countessofshopping.com/group. My free gift to you, take advantage of all my free stuff. The Count and I are doing, but to help motivate, to help move more. And with that, I have to do 10K steps today. And friends, I am only, I'm behind. This is why having these safety nets in place are important. I've only done 5,000 steps, and I got to do, it's 4 o'clock when I'm filming this, so I got to get some more steps in. But having these safety nets in place of what is the expectation for you, what does that look like for workouts, foods, blood panels with your healthcare provider? When's your next blood panel? When's your, you know what I mean? Like having some of these benchmark safety nets in place with a therapist or something for mindset. What are those for you? I don't think it's smart to not have that sorted. So let's think within the end in mind before we get to that point, or if you're at that point, let's get that figured out. Like today, I would love for you to sit down and kind of put pencil to paper. I feel like I'm dating myself by saying pencil to paper, thumbs to phone. Put your thumbs to the phone to figure out what makes the best sense for you. Number 2, for your roadmap for success, calories. What does that calorie structure look like? I used to hate hearing about calories when I weighed over 300 pounds. I'd be like, one more talk about calories. But really now I actually do embrace it because it's literally just an energy expenditure. That little old energy expenditure. And when I look at it that way, I'm like, oh, hey, I can handle this. So for me, here on countessofshopping.com, we have a free calorie calculator. I will link all of the free resources I'm mentioning in today's video down in the description link below. Just click that more button. There's a ton on countessofshopping.com. But that calorie calculator, it tells you if you are working out, how many calories would be good for you. If you are more sedentary, how many calories would be good for that. And so having that range for me when I'm not actively losing weight, now hitting maintenance, I'm not needing to be in this calorie deficit, but the calorie maintenance mode, it's like turning new mode activated. So like figuring out that new mode activated. Yeah, I'm tickling myself today. We're just tickling ourselves today. So what do those calories look like for you? Number 3 in our roadmap for what is our daggone maintenance strategy is going to be metrics to measure. A track number grows. And what I don't want to see happen is people move into maintenance and it's just like another fad diet of where things change and you put blinders on and you stop doing what we need to do. And thank goodness for GLP-1 medication. that because it's simply but a hormone deficiency, it's just a little hormone that affects every single aspect of our life, that there's having those safety nets in place. For me, one of them, and there's several metrics that I use. I don't just use a scale, but I do use a scale. And I have switched over because I wanted to have, we've been talking so much in my free encouragement group and here more about having a smart analyzer. And so for me, I got the HUME Smart Analyzer, and it helps in there because it has traditional scales. Let me show you guys. I'll show you what mine, this is what it looks like. Traditional scales just weigh from the body, like up to your waist. This is doing a full body composition, and the body pod actually measures your composition of medical grade accuracy for 98% and is on par with in-body machines that cost $20,000 at gyms. And now everyone can have that medical grade analyzer at home. But the cool part about this is it has insights in there that I very much appreciate with the All Smart scales and body analyzers out there provide you with your measurement. And so with the body pod, it is the first body analyzer that uses AI to study your behavior. And you guys know I love me some AI, honey. I do love the AI with it because it has in there to study your behaviors like sleep, nutrition, activity, and you can connect your body data in there to provide personalized feedback of what to work on, which as I'm going through more and more with my body changing and getting stronger and stronger and stronger, having accurate data, having accurate measurements has been super, super important. So it has things in there that I need that I can use to analyze my data to say, do I need to crank it up? Am I doing a good job? And it's taking emotion out of the equation because of the body pod from HUME. And so that's one of the things that I really appreciate is it's a really powerful body scan for better tracking. It's simply but better tracking. I'm actually going to go ahead and open up my app because I wanted to tell you two of my favorite pieces of data. You guys know I'm a data nerd. If I have my, oh wait, I was like, do I have my glasses? I have my glasses because I'm a data nerd. I do love me some data. The data in here that I appreciate so much as I drop my glasses on the floor. We're just dropping things left and right here today, friends. That's okay. One of the things I like is it talks about metabolic age. It is your, mine says that I'm 33. The Count and I roared with laughter because we were fighting with each other of who, because he's been using it. You can have multiple users, by the way. And so the Count has his own thing. And so he was, you pull it like this, like in the video, just to kind of give context. He was laughing with me and we're seeing who could have the best metabolic age. And I was like, you get out of here with this younger man. And my husband's was younger than mine. Mine is 33. I'm 44 years old. I'm 44 years old. And so the scale on there, it tells you the numbers to go with it, which I really, really appreciate. So I can have an accurate representation without emotion in that equation. Your skeletal muscle mass, I love that. The body fat percentage, this for me was really interesting about my body fat percentage. I found that to be interesting. It's going to be something I'm going to work on, is my body fat percentage continuously, was my body fat mass, excuse me, was saying that it was high. And that I'm going to work on. I didn't quite realize that. And so my lean mass was good and that made me happy. And so just seeing some of these numbers like skeletal mass, skeletal muscle mass, skeletal mass, your body water percentage, that was super. I have been tracking that every single day. I'm fascinated by that number because it's so sweaty Betty here in Virginia. Am I drinking enough water? So having that data has been super, super helpful for me. So bottom line, down below in the description link, I have a discount code for you as well. You can use Countis, by the way, Countes, my name, Countis, to save extra on yours as well. I would love for you to go ahead and take advantage of their getting the daily and weekly accountability and actionable insights with it as well, which is one of the things that I like. And then it's not just a number on the scale, it's actual data to help make decisions in the maintenance mode activated. So, and I also like that it has on there, you can stack as well if there's those savings. So get yours, it's in the description link below too. You can use that discount code Countis to save extra on your body pod. The second metric to measure is clothes. And so for me, seeing what clothes fit well, I recently was on HSN. And so this blazer has become like my new metric for measurement of how tight or loose it is, because I wear it for appearances and things like that. And so the QVC HSN one, I had on leggings. That is another unit of measurement for me too, of how well do those leggings, there's one particular pair that I've been using, like do those fit well? I have a t-shirt that when I started, it was a blue t-shirt, it was size 3X. That fit comfortably when I weighed over 300 pounds. And so that I had used, but now I want a smaller piece of clothing to be, as opposed to this big tent. That's been very weird for me, but I would encourage you with clothes and then changing it once you fit into it. Like this is a new top too. I had never been to Lilly Pulitzer, and this is from there, and it's a size medium, and I got a size small in one of their other tops, and I'm like, this is going to be some of my new clothes that I use to track. And so I want to encourage you, find some pieces that you're excited about that will be good to be able to tell if it's getting tighter or looser with them. Number 3, photos. Y'all, I can take it. I mean, I have a lot of weaknesses, a lot. Trust me, I know. I am self-aware. I know. I know them too. But I do have some strengths, and one of them is I take a really good picture. So for photo, even weighing over 300 pounds, honey, I could take a good picture. I could take a good picture. And so I kid, but also kind of not. So for the photos, I really do love going back and looking at them and being like, well, that's not the best picture. How much I've changed, how much I embrace and love the woman that I was, but how hard I look at those pictures and I'm like, I have worked my tuchus literally off. I have worked so hard. And so photos are a great measurement. And then also the number 4 metric is, how do I feel? How do I feel? Do I feel like, what's that movie where he's like, do you feel lucky? Not the old one, but the other one. There's a new recent one. And now I'll say it in another video. I'll remember later. Squirrel, where I'm like, what is that video? Where he's like, how do you, oh, it was in Pirates of the Caribbean, the number 3, the third one, where the guy's like, do you, oh, he says, do you feel dead? That's not what I'm trying to say at all. Rewind. I'm not editing this video, but rewind. No, do you feel lucky? No, how do you feel? I'm joking, but the point in which I'm trying to make, and I'm getting back to the point, is how do you feel? Are you super tired? Like, what is that? Like, how are you feeling energized? That really does relate into this of, how is maintenance going? If I'm feeling sluggish and gross and yucky bucky, then that is definitely something to talk to my healthcare provider about. And again, none of this is medical advice. It's all simply my experience, strength, and hope, and talk to your own healthcare provider. And I want to encourage you, if you are just starting your Zepbound journey, to find a healthcare provider that you plan to be with. Because I'm seeing in my free encouragement group and throughout just being in the GLP-1 space, people hit their goal weight and something may happen with their healthcare provider, and then they don't have a healthcare provider anymore. And they don't have a high enough BMI to get their medication. So keeping that in mind, that you're going to find somebody and stay with them when you go on maintenance, because if your BMI is too low, they're not going to, I almost said prescribe the medication to you. So be keeping it just back of your mind, back of your pocket, find where you're going to land. I love doing Fridays, but find where you're going to land and continue to use them. Number 4 roadmap is what activities to focus in on. What are you in maintenance going to focus in on in terms of keeping yourself in maintenance, right? Like hopefully those permanent lifestyle. Do I have it? I was going to say, do I have my little, oh, I don't have a sign. I was going to say, where's my sign that talks about, lifestyle changes. Those permanent lifestyle changes. Hopefully those have been woven in, that you really do have a good anchoring with them. But what activities do you want to focus in on? And what foods and what you're consuming do you want to focus in on? And do you want to change it up a little bit too? I think that there's some time, because within maintenance, you're not in a calorie deficit. It's different with the calories. How much do you want to anchor in on keeping it the same, changing, whatever, like if it's worked, keep working it. But what activities do you want to focus in on there? Which leads me to number 5, is what other aspects and goals to focus in on. I think, and the way that I'm viewing this in my lens, is that this is not a destination. Like this is not the end destination. It's a journey, and it's going to be a continuous journey. Me thinking that it's going to end once I get there, to me, is a big problem. And that this is a continuation journey to become healthier and healthier and healthier. I still can be much healthier than I am right now. It does say my metabolic age is 33 though, honey. The way I throw that in my husband's face cracks me up, but I digress. What other goals do you want to do, right? We have beautiful people in the community who their goals are half marathons, triathlons. Maybe yours is not any of those. Maybe yours is like, I just want to lift weights. Someone was asking me that. One of my good friends was like, let's go do a marathon together. And I was like, let's not. I have no desire to do that. I do have a desire though, however, to continue to increase my personal best with my weights. Many of you guys asked how much I'm lifting. By the way, those are the ones that were recalled, but mine weren't recalled. But it just, people keep saying whenever I show that clip, oh, those are recalled. Mine weren't recalled, but I know others were, just FYI. And I appreciate you guys looking out for me. What goals do you want to focus in on? Because maybe for you, it is a marathon or a half marathon, physical goals. Maybe for you, for me, literally, we go to Disney. We love the Very Merry Mickey Christmas and the holiday season. We love that. And walking around Disney World, I never thought I'd be a Disney lady, and I've apparently become that person. And this year, I want to walk without leaving. Every year, I leave on the third day, half day. I'm only gonna go half because I'm too exhausted. Even last year, even after losing a ton of weight. And so this year, my health goal is to stay the full time, all 3 days, and not leave early. I know. So when I'm weight training like this, I'm like, yeah, bring it on, Mickey Mouse. If you know, like walking through those Epcot crowds around the world, honey, like I want to be able to walk, and that's my big goal for the Very Merry Mickey Christmas holiday. When we go, to be able to do it all 3 days and to walk and to be energized. And if you see me there at Disney, come say hi, and come say hi to my fam bam too. But what goals are you focusing on? That's my big goal. I'm like, I don't want to walk a marathon. I just want to walk around Disney when we're there for 3 days without like getting completely sore. And I walk a lot, but like walking that many miles per day, like to be able to be in good physical stamina. So when I'm walking the dogs now, that for me, I'm like kind of focused in on that. I'm like, I want to be able to be with my kid and hang out with them without having to leave. My husband had mentioned that to me. He's like, do you remember when you leave every year? And I was like, don't bring that up. But he was saying it to help motivate me, to remind me, like, maybe that's a good thing to focus in on. And I'm like, that is actually, that is a good goal. So what is your goal to focus in on once maintenance is achieved, once you've activated that maintenance? Activate, maintenance, activate. Because it's a continuous ongoing journey. What I am putting out there into the ether, out into the universe, I am not going to have a regain, and I won't, right? I've kept this weight off, and this is what's incredible to me, for 2.5 years. I need to put a 2.5 year picture on there, an updated one. Maybe I should use this one. That's my updated 2.5 year picture, because that was from what, 2 weeks ago when I was on TV a bunch. What do I don't want to gain back the weight. And so for me, making sure I have tools, techniques, even like there is going to be in maintenance, just having that expectation, some recalibration. But that's why the safety nets are there in place for the recalibration. And so for me, focusing in on that, focusing in on the input in, the solutions, positive mindset, moving my body, making sure my calories are right and tight. But it's not for me going to be a thing of like, oh, where I'm going to stop tracking my calories. And I know many people don't track calories. For me, I actually really, really like it. I came from a place of being so hating tracking calories, but now I actually really, because I was forced to for so long for diets, but now I actually really like it. It's a very helpful metric to see, oh, hey, like this is the calories expenditure for my body. And learning about that has been actually very freeing and fascinating for me, and hopefully for you too. So my beautiful friends, I hope this video has helped you. I would love for you to run and get your HUME scale as well, link down below. I'm really, really excited about the Body Pod. Super, super helpful. It's been an awesome data analyzation tool as well. You can get the link for that also in my description link below too, and use the discount code Countis, COUNTESS. Your accountability question of the day is, what are you doing today to move you closer to your goals? And your emoji of the day today is going to be Mickey Mouse or a mouse, because I'm really excited. I'm really excited about, I've become this Disney person. I don't know. Who is she? Has she always been there? A little bit of magic. It makes me super happy. So today's emoji of the day is going to be a mouse. I do emojis of the day, if you don't know, to help get to know you better because I care. seeing your name pop up over and over and over, and it's an easy way for us to connect. If you've made it this far in the video, clearly you like my content and I want to connect with you because I really do care. That's why I do daily shows, is I love our community. And on countessofshopping.com/group, it's an awesome ongoing community too for that daily mindset and encouragement. For sure, the ongoing workout challenge, and if that one has ended, there's others in the group too. So our emoji of the day, and also the emoji of the day, is my bat signal to pray over you. If you don't believe in prayer, I'll uplift you in positive thought, as all are welcome at the Countess of Shopping table. My beautiful friends, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessings because life is delicious. I love you guys so super much. Thanks for being here with me today, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. I'm off to go get those last 5K steps in. Love y'all.